YouTube, and welcome to Tyler Totten Live. I'm your host, Tyler Totten, and alongside me is my chief analyst, Travis Totten. Now, we haven't filmed a show in a while. That's just because life has gotten in the way. I got a job. Travis has a job. He works like 3 days a week. And Justin, he's not real close to the studio, so we haven't been able to film one in a while. But we have 4 races left this season, and we're hoping to make a show for the rest of the season. But let's get started with this show. And last week we went to Martinsville, Virginia, where native Denny Hamlin won his 7th race of this year, his 3rd in a row at Martinsville, and his 4th career win at Martinsville. And now he is only 6 points back from points leader Jimmie Johnson. So I think that he is probably the strongest person right now to be able to beat Jimmie Johnson. What's your view on that?
Well, out of the ones we've got left, you got Harvick out there in 3rd, but I still think out of the top 3, Hamlin probably does have the best shot. He's got a few good tracks coming up. If he makes it through Talladega, he's going to have a good shot because he did win Homestead last year. So he has the strongest chance to beat Jimmie Johnson, but if you think about it, right now the only person that can beat Jimmie Johnson is Jimmie Johnson.
All right. At Martinsville, we saw that Kevin Harvick and Jeff Burton got together on the track, and Kevin thought that Jeff was racing him too hard, and Jeff thought that Kevin was just being a little crybaby. So what's your view on that situation?
Well, you got to look at how many races they have left. They only had 5 races left. They've got 4 now, and Jeff Burton, realistically, I don't think he has a shot at the championship. Kevin Harvick still has a shot. So maybe Jeff should have just let him go. It's just one position. Jeff's not going to win this championship this year, but Kevin is the only shot left at RCR. So we don't need a battle inside the organization. So, I mean, both sides have a valid argument there, but Jeff probably should have just let him go.
All right, and they both talked just the other day, and they said that everything is fine now, and they're going to be back to normal racing this weekend. We now take you to Justin Reed for some words of wisdom.
Thank you, Tyler. If you're wondering where I've been on vacation in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and on our Facebook page you can see a picture when I went to the Shrimp Festival. I've actually got to see the Talladega pace car. That's pretty cool, so that'll be on there in just a little bit. But right down the beach from the Shrimp Festival was an eating competition for cannibals. And there was this one cannibal that got angry, mad, and he threw up his hands. Now back to you.
Thank you, Justin. All right, next year they're talking. Well, they have been talks about changing the chase format to make it where there's a playoff system inside of a playoff system, where there will be people eliminated from the chase after each race. And I'm not sure 100% about who would be eliminated after which number of races. But do you think that's a good idea? Because right now it seems that every week, anyways, someone is eliminated just by points.
Well, I kind of like the system. Everybody, for me, it's getting old seeing Jimmie Johnson win championship. And if we do it the way I see it, if they eliminate the lowest finishing person in a race, or whoever's back the furthest, after week 1 you take out 12th, week 2 you take out 11th, that leaves 3 people going into the final race for the championship. So we saw Jimmie Johnson crash at Texas last year. He still had the points lead. So if they do it with the point, whoever's furthest back in the points, if they take them out, then it wouldn't change anything. But if they take out the lowest finishing position of the chase drivers left, then Jimmie wouldn't have a championship last year. So I really think this is a good way to do it, because it gives more. You have to do well. You can't have a bad race. No mulligans.
All right, we'll be right back with more after this. But first, we take you back to Justin Reed for some words of wisdom.
Breaking news from our news partners, WSMV Channel 4 in Nashville. It was just confirmed, I don't know if you remember, about 2 years ago when they imploded that humongous big skyscraper downtown to make way for the convention center. Well, they have finally released the findings from that. Before they finished, they thought they would do one final sweep through the building, make sure everything was fine, nobody was there. And turns out they found somebody in the basement. So it is official, the world's hide-and-seek champion from 1929 has been found. We will alert the family as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Hello YouTube and welcome back to Tyler Totten Live. We're going to Talladega this weekend, and we've seen a lot of great racing at Dega.
Yeah.
And in the chase, it is called the wild card race because anything can happen. You could be the best racer like Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick throughout the years, but once you go to Dega, anything can happen. One rookie makes a mistake, or some veteran makes a mistake, and you can see your championship hopes go down the drain. So I want to talk about Jamie McMurray. He's not in the chase, but he's had a great year this year, winning Daytona 500, which is a restrictor plate track. He finished second at Dega back in the spring, and he just won at Charlotte for the second time in his career. So how do you think he'll do this weekend?
Well, I think Jamie's going to have a good run. He's normally good on the restrictor plate tracks. We saw him. I'm pretty sure he won this race last year, and then he, won the Daytona 500. Finished second to Kevin at Talladega earlier this year. So out of his past 3 races, he's averaging first or second. He's been doing really well. So I think we're going to see a very good finish out of him.
All right, and like you said, Kevin Harvick won here in the spring. And Kevin's been doing very well on restrictor plates this year. He won Dega, then he won the Coke Zero 400 in Daytona in July. So how do you think he'll do this weekend?
He's gonna do well. Kevin's always been good at the restrictor plate tracks. He's one of those that can lurk in the back all day, and then they give the good quote, "Where did he come from?" And he's always there at the end. We saw him win the Daytona 500. He went from 7th to 1st in 2 laps on the green white checkered in 07. So he'll do fine. He's gonna have a good run.
All right, we'll be right back after this, but first we take you to Justin Reed for some words of wisdom.
Thank you, guys. We thought we'd do something new on today's show. This has been Red Ribbon Week, and today is Wear Red Day. Of course, apparently I'm the only one that got the message, but we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to do is we're going to give away 5 of these special ribbon things, and they'll all be autographed on the back. They say, "As seen on Tyler Totten Live." I'm going to ask you one simple trivia question, and here it is. How does 2 plus 1 equal 4? Now, you think you know the answer to that? Go to our YouTube, we're on YouTube, go to our Facebook page and send us a message. And if you're one of the first 5 people to send us the correct answer, you will receive one of these autographed ribbons that has been seen on our show. So, once again, how does 2 plus 1 equal 4?
We are, yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance. Get your boutiques on, all black everything. Black cars, all black everything. And our girls are black
Hello
birds.
YouTube, and welcome back to Tyler Totten Live. This is the Fantasy Points segment of the show, and you can see the fantasy points up on your screen. My mom is in the lead here in the chase. Travis is in second, behind by 207. I do not think he can come back from this deficit. Roberto is in third, behind by 292, and obviously if Travis can't come back, neither can Roberto. I am sitting in fourth. Stoner and I are both sitting in fourth, outside of the chase, because we are tied, fighting for that 4th position for just some bragging rights. So since this is my show, I get to pick first, and I'm going to pick Denny Hamlin. Because today there have been 2 practice sessions. I know that he led the first one, and I know at Dega really speed doesn't have a lot to do with it. But I think Hamlin has a lot of skill, and he'll be able to work his way through traffic if he has to, and I think he'll be able to draft well and get up to the front.
Okay, well, man, who's the sponsor of this race this week? What's it called?
Amp Energy Juice 500.
Who drives the Amp Energy car?
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Okay, I'm going to go with Dale Earnhardt Jr. this week. We always see him run well at the restrictor plate tracks, and a couple years ago, whenever Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski got in the big crash there, the Junior was up there in the top 5. So if it's not Hamlin, it's going to be Dale Jr. That's why I was going to go this week.
All right. Thank you for watching YouTube, and now we send you to Justin Reed for some things to ponder.
Okay, first off, guys, who drives the M&M car?
Kyle Busch,
What number is that?
18.
Yeah, it's not the one I'm picking. Just thought I'd throw that one out there for you. Folks, I don't know if you watched the whatever show Jon Stewart was on there. I can't actually say the name or else we'll be copyrighted and sued by Comedy Central. We don't want that. But actually, our President Obama appeared on there. First time the live sitting president appeared on a show like that. And so, unfortunately, he's getting so bad in the polls, he's now going to every talk show. And just early this morning, he stopped by here at Tyler Totten Live. And if you will see that, please click on this random jar right here. Yeah, that's all I've got. Have a good week, guys.